Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. It's been a minute since the last one, but we're here. We're ready to go. I'm here with Jake again.
What's up?
How you been doing? It's just an update on Jake.
Oh boy, I don't even remember the last time.
I think last time your leg was hurt. I think.
Nah, it must have been before that.
Was it before that?
Yeah. Anyways, I hurt my leg playing soccer. Went to the doctor. Actually, I went to a few doctors, and they don't really know what's going on, which is typical. But yeah, the last doctor I went to basically just said, "Go ahead, just do what you normally do, and it'll get better on its own." So I was like, "Okay." So I'm hoping he's right, because I really don't want to injure it again by doing stuff. But we'll see.
Yeah. That was me last time I went to the doctor. I don't know if I told the story, but I went because I had chest pain, and went to the doctor, and I was like...
That's just because your massive chest is
I know.
expanding.
Just because I'm huge, just absolutely massive.
Rippling pectorals.
Mm-hmm. They have seen me, so they know that's false. Anyways, I went because my chest really hurt, and I think what ended up happening was I pulled a muscle rock climbing, but I didn't really know what was going on at first, so I went to the doctor. I was like, I'm having these intense chest pains. He's like, do you think it's a heart thing? I was like, I don't know. Is it a heart thing? He goes, we can check. So he hooked me up to this heart machine. Super attractive blonde nurse was hooking me up to this. I'm shirtless. She's all putting these things on my chest, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. And then
that's when you take your hand and you say, it hurts right here. Right over my heart.
Make it feel better. So it turns out it's not a hard thing. And he goes, it's not a hard thing. You can take this paper, or it's your results. And then he just left. The nurse packed up and left too. And I was like, I still don't know what's wrong with me. And I have these results to whatever you hooked up to me. I don't know how to read these. These are pointless to me.
Where did you go?
I just went to an Instacare. So I didn't go...
Yeah, Instacare is the worst place to go to.
But I didn't want to go to some heart specialist and be like, there's nothing wrong with your heart.
Yeah. I don't really know what the best thing to do with that is.
I apologize to the people. I'm going to try to adjust my chair a little bit.
Ew, I got a hair in my mouth.
Gross.
Yeah, I did.
Hopefully it's yours. Yeah, that's a nasty thought.
Yeah.
Speaking of massive pecs,
Captain America?
Yeah, Captain America is huge. I wish I was him.
We watched the first movie.
Yes.
By the way, that's probably my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been watching Winter Soldier, and I think that one's probably my favorite. That one, Captain America, the first one, is very good. Very, very good. But I feel like Winter Soldier is probably my favorite because it just kicks a whole lot of butt. I don't know if the story's necessarily as good as Captain America's origin, but I just feel like the movie's really good. Really well done. I was saying something. Massive pecs. Miles, who was on a podcast before, had challenged all of us roommates to do 3,000 push-ups this month, and we've all started, and except for Jake. Jake's not doing it, but
because I'm not stupid.
Man, am I sore, because he didn't challenge us until a couple days in. So I've been doing 120 push-ups. I've only done it for 3 days. I still have the whole rest of the month, and man, I want to die. I want to die. My arms hurt so bad. Anyways, anything else? New updates?
No.
Pretty much it?
I don't think so.
We're almost done with this semester, which is nice. Kind of ready to be done. Go back. Our plans are to work again, back home with... Well, we both be staying with our parents. Not... Personally, not what I was going to... I would try to live on my own more, but it's just hard now. Stuff's expensive. I don't have that much money because school's very expensive. But good news is with that, with summer coming up, I do want to put more focus, more attention to the channel because it's kind of gone on the back burner, especially of late. So we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully, I want to do some more live action stuff for sure.
It's hard to do anything when you got school.
Yeah, because weekends aren't really free time. It's like
It's homework time.
it's homework time with a little bit more, like with a little bit of free time.
Yeah.
If you're feeling to be irresponsible and not do your homework, usually.
Yeah. I think it's dumb. Professors are like, okay, you don't have school this day, so extra homework.
I know they don't enjoy grading it, so I don't know why they hand it out.
Well, some have other people grade it for them.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
Like, for me, my philosophy is, like, you need to spend a lot of time relaxing as you do homework. Like, you can't be doing homework all the time. Like, you need to balance out your day. You need to be doing schoolwork, and then you also need to be, like, exercising, and then, like, hanging out with people, face-to-face interaction, and then just doing things you enjoy. Like, you have to do those things. It's not like school's the top priority. They're all important.
Yeah, I agree with that. I probably should do a bit better job of putting more time towards schoolwork personally, but no, I agree with you. There's been days where I've had no choice but just to kind of grind, and if I'm not in the mood, like it
Gotta be last minute panic.
Yeah.
That's the mood.
Cause I like, especially with my design homework, since I'm going to graphic design. If I'm not in the creative mood to be making something, it's hard to do. And I know when I do it for my job, I'm just gonna have to get over that. But I'm not always in a setting where my creativity is ready to go while I'm here. Because I'm wrapping my head around math and all this other stuff. It's just not my job just to design stuff. But I can sit down and if I'm in the mood, I can sit down and I can work on design homework for 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll just feel good about it. And I'll be done for the week. And I can sit down and do that sometimes, and that's definitely a lot better than, I don't know, forcing myself to do it in a moment where I'm not feeling creative.
It's nice when you get in the mood to do homework. It doesn't happen very often, but it's very productive.
Yes, it is. It's very nice. Also, I probably should go to the library more because I find out the couple times I haven't gone that much, but the few times I've gone, I've been able to really get stuff done. It's just something about the setting.
If you go and you don't bring anything that could distract you, like your phone or something, well, you kind of have to take your phone, but I don't know. Everybody takes their phone with them. But if you don't take anything else that can distract you, so you really have no choice but to work, that's the best way, because then you'll end up doing that because you have no other choice to do anything else.
True. So we work at the library, and the thing is, there's a handful of people that I see almost every night there, and I feel at that point, I don't know if it would be helpful to me anymore if I'm there every night. It'd just become the same thing, I think.
I think it'd be helpful.
You do?
Yeah, you just reserve some time to do homework, and that's when you do it.
Okay, I guess that's fair. I was thinking the reason why I feel I get stuff done when I'm there is because it's something I don't go do a lot. So when I go do, it's I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep going to the library, and then I'd be oh, it's always like this here.
Yeah, I don't think it's limited to a certain amount of times.
Speaking of work, I had some... Not today. Actually, today we went by really fast, which was nice. But yesterday I had some funny experiences. I was telling Jake already that... So, I'm on bathroom duty this week. Yay. But, so every time I've walked... I had this awkward situation where I was in the girls' bathroom, doing my thing, scrubbing toilets.
Doing your thing?
Not doing my thing.
What kind
Scrubbing the toilets. And the door stopped that I had the door to keep the door open to kind of like...
We don't have a bathroom sign, like bathrooms clean or, you know...
being clean, bathrooms closed kind of thing.
So people will just walk in.
It's so annoying. But so the door closed, so I went to go open it. As I'm opening it, these like two girls are coming to walk in the bathroom, and they just kind of look at me. And they're like, and I was like, I was like, how do I explain the situation?
You just say my turn, and you shut the door.
Nope. I know I've talked about it before, but I'll talk about it again. I'm still dumbfounded how many people will just walk by the cleaning thing, even while I'm like there, unraveling the hose. Will walk by me and try to walk in the bathrooms. It's just, I don't
know either. I feel like most people will either see you and walk away, or they'll ask like, "Hey, is this being cleaned? Is it closed or something?" But maybe 1 out of 10 or something like that will just walk in, even though you're obviously cleaning.
It's like, why do you think? I did tell a guy. I did have to tell one guy, like, hey, like he was walking past me, and I was like, hey, sorry, it's closed. Like I just sprayed chemical or whatever. And he goes, oh, okay, and then walked away. Was that today? Yeah. I'm like, dude, there's 5 other floors in this building that have bathrooms. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sure people love the fact that we talk about cleaning toilets a lot, but I don't know, like this. It's our job. So.
I didn't bring it up.
I mean, I brought it up, but that's the thought that went through my head. We'll have landscaping stories to tell once we start doing that. I'm excited to start doing that again. I want to get outside. I want to get tan.
It's not going to be as fun as last year. 'Cause last year we had the crew.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit different. Jake's brother is out on a mission right now.
Yeah.
Was he out he was out last time we did it. I don't know if we talked about it though. When have you been out last podcast?
On his mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been out for a while.
How many months has he been out?
I think he's done 3.5 of his mission.
Snap.
Yeah.
That flew by. I feel like that's...
Yeah.
Feels like he just left. I mean, he still has a lot to do, but...
I think he left in February? January? It was right after Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, yeah, it's been like 3.5 months.
One of the crazy thing, time-wise, is like, we've passed a year of COVID, which...
Yeah, that's weird.
Kind of weird to think about. I
remember when it first came out.
I know, I remember the panic.
I didn't think it was going to be real. Like, I thought people were panicking for no reason. Like, I was like, it's never going to actually affect us.
It did, in more ways than we could have.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy. School was being shut down. I was like, well, I have to go home. Although, I don't know if I've talked about it, but in all honesty, those like 3 weeks after they announced school was closed, it's probably some of the best weeks of college I've ever experienced. Because, like, we still weren't taking it seriously. And, like, masks weren't being, like, mandated or anything anywhere. So, like, it was pretty much just, I was here enjoying the great weather and hanging out with my friends, and all my teachers were like, well, we don't really have stuff for you to do online, so, like, here's a quiz you need to do every week. So, it's kind of nice, and then I went home, and we started working, and things got serious.
That's not how it was for me. I went home pretty much right after, and, like, my professors gave me plenty of homework.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine were just lazy, to be honest. Like, I mean, I still definitely had, like, stuff I was doing every day, but it was not nearly the workload I was having before I left.
Yeah, I think mine is a little bit smaller.
Although, I also, when I went home, I still had, like, workload I had to do. If I didn't go home when I did, I probably would have failed a lot more of my classes because I wasn't really doing...
A lot more of your classes? Did you already fail some?
Okay, I didn't mean that loud. I mean, I have failed a class because I stopped going, but it wasn't that semester. It was one before.
Was it art?
Yeah, it was my art class that I stopped going
I
to.
hate art.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate art, but drawing with pen and paper isn't my strong suit.
Okay, graphic design and art, like the traditional basic art class that you have to take, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, that should not be a required thing.
I understand why it is. They want you to understand fundamentals that would like still help with it.
And
in all
if
honesty,
they want you to know fundamentals, then it should be focused on fundamentals, not like just drawing and whatever.
I agree with that. I do. But I feel like, honestly, if my drawing skills and I feel like were better than they are, I probably should work on them. I don't think I will, just because I don't enjoy it the same way as I do graphic design and aspects. But like people who can just like draw already and then go in and draw stuff on the computer and it just enhance it. Like I have some people in some of my classes that have just made unreal artwork, and I'm like, mad respect for that. Mad respect. I think drawing's cool. I wish I could do it. it's not, I don't know, it's not where my talent is.
You mean drawing on the computer or drawing with paper?
Paper, pen and paper. I
can't do either one.
I can't draw straight, man. It's the problem.
Well, that's just how you are.
Very funny. I was cleaning today. I saw this like couple like feeding each other snacks inside one of the rooms, and I was like,
then that's when you wish they had curtains on the rooms.
Yeah,
we don't want to see that.
No, I'm at that spot where I like, I don't know. So when I'm out of my relationship that I was in, I'm not going to go too much detail into that.
We're together now.
Yep, that's fantastic.
Don't say that. That's weird.
But like, I don't know, man. When I was like in a relationship, I just didn't really pay attention to couples. Like but now I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if it's just because I'm fresh out of a relationship.
It's probably more like you're fresh out of when you're, whatever you just said.
Yeah, fresh out of a relationship. I see you and I was like, I hate you. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like I just didn't notice them before.
I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, and it doesn't even bug me. Like, it's just people.
I was like, screw you for being happy. I think that's the thought that goes through my head when I was seeing that. I was like, that's gross.
So if I fall in love and live happily ever after, you're gonna screw me for being happy?
No, I wouldn't word it that way. No, bro.
I'm using your words.
No, bro. I'd be like, heck yeah, Jake's found a girl that talks to him,
and I'm pissed.
when I was hanging out with my friend earlier today, I don't know if she wants me name dropping her yet, but
Jake found a girl that talked to him. Yeah, so, that's about right.
She was saying that one of the last times we hung out, she was like asking what like you looked in for like girls or whatever, and the answer you gave her was girls that talk to me, and I was like, and it's probably much more where I'm at too. That's a pretty good standard. Girls that just want to talk.
There's a surprising amount of people who don't want to talk, like who can't have a decent conversation.
I can't do that.
Like they're just talking just to talk, or I don't know.
No, I understand what you're saying. I know I've heard people say, I'm like, how'd the date go? Like, we didn't talk much. I was like, what the flip did you do on your date then? Like, if you're not talking to the person.
Well, if you're watching a movie, that makes sense.
Okay, if you're watching a movie, I'll give that. But
and I think it also depends like what stage of your relationship you're in. If you've been with the person for a long time, you don't need to talk to them. Like you can just kind of enjoy being with them.
Yes. But I'm talking about like people first time dates going out or whatever.
Yeah, if it's the first date and you're hardly talking, then that's just weird.
Yeah, it shouldn't like, I don't know, like personally, I do not think just a movie is a good first date.
Yeah, I've done it before. I don't think it's good either.
If you do like food like walking around grabbing food or like ice cream or something, before a movie, like dinner and a movie, then I think that might be a little bit more
Yeah, you gotta be
acceptable.
able to talk to someone on a first date. Otherwise, what's the point of the date?
I agree. I really do think, like, do you remember way back when we were deacons? How old are deacons? I can't remember.
12 to 14.
Yeah, 12 to 14. We're not even dating yet because like when we were taught like not or to start dating until you're 16. And there was a youth activity we went to where they asked someone from a boy and a girl from every like level they asked them like dating questions. Do you remember that activity?
No.
So you were asked originally, and then
To give dating advice?
yeah, and then you said no. So then I was pulled aside
Okay.
and asked to do it, but
That doesn't make any sense. 12 to 14-year-olds not supposed to be dating, and then they're asking them for advice?
yes, I know. And that's exactly what I was thinking because I go and I sit down. And they're like, "What's your like 5 things you're looking for in a person?" And I was like, "I'm 12, dude. I don't even know like what girls are." Like, I remember I felt so embarrassed because they videoed us.
Whoever came up with that idea was kind of dumb. Like, I understand what their purpose was. Like, they're trying to educate kids on good dating tips. But getting dating tips from other kids is dumb.
No, it's way dumb. It's way dumb.
I guess it makes sense. They're probably thinking if they get it from an adult, like, they're not going to listen. Like, they're just going to listen to their peers.
Fair
Their
enough.
peers don't know anything.
Exactly. So
So the whole thing was just pointless.
they're asking me like, "What's the 5 things I look for in like a partner?" And I was like, pretty,
Male.
nice. No, could you imagine? No, I was like
In a church
in
activity.
a church activity. I was like pretty, nice, cute,
Attractive.
I didn't know how to answer that. And they're like, "What's your ideal first date?" And I was like, going.
It's like, if I ever have one, I'll let you know.
No, what did I say? I think I said like riding our bikes to get ice cream. Like that's what.
Writing poems together.
Writing poems. I was just like, I was so embarrassed, and they
Riding
showed
bikes to get
that.
ice cream. Yeah, that sounds like a great date for a 12, 14.
I know exactly, but I remember saying that, and then they showed it to everybody. Every time my answers came up, everyone just laughed, and I was like,
Bro.
"This is the worst."
Okay, that reminds me of a story. Okay, so there's this kid I saw today while we were working, and I remembered I had a class with him, and like we were doing like a Jeopardy thing or some game show quiz, like a review thing for a test.
Oh yeah.
With the class, and like, so the teacher was running it, right? She was the host or whatever, and the kid answered one of the questions, and he was wrong, and like, whatever he said, I don't remember what he said, but it was kind of funny, like he was really wrong, but like he honestly thought like it was a good guess, and I could see how he was thinking, but the professor just started laughing at him.
The professor?
Yeah, in front of the whole class. Like, she was laughing like really hard, and so the kid got like just embarrassed and walked out.
He walked out of class?
Yeah, and just left his stuff there. I was like, that professor, that she handled that so poorly. Like, I lost all respect for her after that.
See, because I 100% agree with that. That's wrong because people remembered that stuff a whole lot easier and a whole lot longer than like if that professor was going to say, "Hey, you did it right, good job." Like say he got the answer right, she would have been like, "Yes, you're right, good job." Like people will forget that compared to the like.
Even if he gets the answer wrong, all she has to do is say like, "Sorry, that's not the right answer."
Yeah,
that's what you should be doing. You don't mock him in front of the entire class.
Yeah, he's gonna remember that.
You're the supervisor. Yeah, like not everyone else is gonna remember that. I'm gonna guess I'm probably the only one who remembered that just because I saw him today. It popped in my head. But yeah, he probably remembers that for a long time, and it really undermines your confidence. Like, I don't know.
I know. I don't know if we've talked about this professor before. There was like the professor that used to say like, don't be sorry, just do better next time kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think we talked about him before. We had a time where he had us like write down this thing. It's like, write this down as a conversation between, like, write this down as a conversation. So like he gave us like there's like a bunch of a paragraph, and we had to write it down as if it was a conversation. He said, did anyone write it down as 3 people talking? And I was like, oh, I did, and I did. I just didn't do it the way he wanted me to do it. So I went up there to show him my paper or whatever, and he was going to show in class. And he put it under the thing, and he goes, you didn't do anything. You just wrote down what I said, or you just rewrote down the thing, and I just misunderstood. And then the entire class laughed at me. And that was in middle school, like first year of middle school, and I still remember the class laughing at me.
Yeah, I feel like people who are in charge of kids, like especially educating kids, they should be way more qualified or like screened or something. Like you should only have really good teachers, because if you don't and you have someone who's dumb or who just doesn't care, then they can say really hurtful things and like nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
because the standards are so low for teaching, and then they get paid so little that it's just like, who cares? We'll put anyone in there who wants to teach.
I 100% agree with you. Although I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, sadly.
No, I don't think it
but
is.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right.
That's
because even some like that, like especially that professor you just use as your example. Like not even like elementary school and like that, like elementary school, middle school, high school. That's important. That's probably more important than professors, because like we're old enough now. But like you would think, especially professors would know what they're doing, not to mock people like that in front of the class.
Yeah, I think she was like she didn't have a doctorate's degree. She was like a part-time professor or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But whatever the case, any type of teacher, or any, just at all, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, just think of other people. Don't be a jerk.
Dude, I wish that was the thing. I wish that's how the world worked, because it'd be so much easier for everybody. But sadly, it's not how that works. I honestly don't understand how hard, like, why do people think it's so hard just to be nice to other human beings?
Well, part of it is like we got flaws, so we don't see in the other people's shoes. Like, we've got our own experiences, and so we can say things that we don't think is hurtful. But it couldn't be to other people, and sometimes it doesn't seem like we're being that mean. Like, we'll make a joke or something that doesn't seem really mean. I've probably made like a bunch already in this podcast. And it is hurtful to somebody else. But it's really, really hard to always be aware of like all the ramifications of your actions.
Yeah.
You've got to constantly be thinking about, how could this affect everybody? And that's people don't do that.
Yeah.
Nobody really does. All you can really do is try your best to be nice. If everybody could do that, then there'd be no problems. Yeah, I don't know how it works, actually.
Really, they're just messy.
That's true. I hate dating.
Like, that's the thing that I'm kind of dreading the most as of right now.
What, getting back into dating?
Probably should have nodded my head because they can't see me, but yeah. But I'm not looking to hop right back into that anytime soon or anything like that. But
unless.
True. Unless that's what everybody says, and then
unless like the perfect situation comes.
Someone walks in the door.
If something just awesome happens, you go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just never happens.
To me, I swear I see it happen to other people all the time. I was like, when's my turn? Anyways, you were doing good. You were preaching. And I think hopefully...
Preaching? What was I preaching about?
About being nice.
Oh.
And I was like, I think people should...
Yeah, well, just so you know, I say all this, but I suck at it too.
Yeah, I mean, we all, like you said, have flaws.
Pretty much everything I say, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff I say, if it's good advice, that's great, but that doesn't mean I'm following it. In fact, it's probably because I suck at it that I know it so well.
Facts. That's the whole saying of do as I say, not as I do.
Bro, I've heard that so many times I still don't know what it means. It's just too many similar words scrunched together. Monkey see, monkey do? What the frick does that mean?
Monkey copies what he sees.
Why not say that?
Because people like to make things confusing. I don't know. Speaking of like people just being nice, so I'm taking this paddleboarding class, and at the same time as this paddleboarding class is taking place, there's these kids getting taught like swimming lessons, and there's this kid who has started showing up a couple weeks ago with his mom, and his siblings are doing the swim lessons, and he just started watching us from like afar, and then he finally it was a little creepy, but like again, like he's a little kid.
Oh, I was laughing because you said afar.
Afar?
I've never heard that before.
Really?
No, I have, but it's been in like a movie or something.
Well, I'm trying to set a scene. I'm trying to make it dramatic.
Oh.
I don't know. Afar. I swear I use that word. Is that weird?
I watch kids from afar too.
Don't. Oh no.
It's okay. You're not alone.
Stop! Don't put me in with that.
You never are.
Okay. What was I saying? Holy crap.
The little kid. You were watching him from afar.
No, he was watching us from afar.
How did you know he was?
You've got a point. You've got a point. Stop. You're making this story not what it's supposed to be. Anyways, he eventually started coming over and talking to my teacher, and then he started talking to some of us, and I was a little worried because I'm just about some people in my class just not some people just don't. It's some people just weren't acknowledging him at first. Some of the people he was trying to talk to, but then
that'd probably be me. Little kids get on my nerves.
They can be at times. I'm not gonna pretend like I disagree with that. But so and then there came to then there was a time he was talking to my professor teaching the class, and he kind of started talking to him a little bit. But then he started talking to Miles, and then started talking to me a little bit, and then me and Miles were just being nice to him, just joking around with him, and then slowly over time, more and more the class is starting to do it, and so now I'm almost certain if I was in that kid's shoes, I'd be so happy and excited to go to that swim lessons every.
Yeah, he gets to hang out with 20-year-olds.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. I just think it's cool to see because even some of the people who were kind of ignoring him at first are giving him high fives or knuckles when they walk by or whatever, and it's so funny because he'll sit with us as we're talking about what exercises we're going to do that day, and I don't know. It's just funny. Just I don't know the purity of just a kid who just doesn't
Yeah, there's no social norms yet.
No, he doesn't he walked up right up to he walked up to our sub that was teaching us paddleboarding yoga. He walked up right up to her while she's doing it, while she's teaching us. And it's wow, that's amazing. It's just something the kids just don't think about. And it was just so funny.
Yeah, a regular person says that, you think they might be sarcastic.
Yeah.
But as a kid, it's just man. Yeah, there's some nice stuff about kids. I haven't learned to appreciate that yet.
I'm with you. My kids, I don't know.
Did you say my kids?
No, I said
you have children?
No.
Yeah, you do?
Hundreds. No, I was gonna say is like,
That's irresponsible.
yes, my future wife better be like the super patient one, because I don't think that's me. I think I'd lose my
Because you're going to
patience.
be a super doctor. But you're going to lose all your patience. You won't make any money.
Okay. That joke did not land with me at first. I was like, what is he talking about?
I'm just BSing stuff right now.
Yeah.
Okay, your wife's going to be patient.
She has to, because
If my kid's not perfect, I don't want him.
put him back. Take him back.
Okay, not if they're not perfect. But if they're being jackwagons, I'm not going to deal with that.
No, don't. You shouldn't. Don't let them walk over you. I think as a parent that's important not to. But I also don't know what it is to be a parent. I'm just 21.
I do. I live with you.
Nah. Fair enough.
And those bozos down the hall.
Yeah. Frick those bozos. They don't even listen. I could say your name right now and call you up. I'm gonna bleep that out, I think I called him something.
You didn't say anything.
I'm gonna bleep it though.
I'm gonna bleep it out so they think I said something.
Yeah.
But you just said so they think I said something.
Oh, I'll cut that out too. Yeah. So to end this off, it's getting late. I think we're just getting weird.
Our minds are starting to unravel.
Yeah. I thought it'd be fun to, because Jake, how he listens to music, he listens to the same song and then he'll move on. So I was just wondering, what's Jake's song right now? What's Jake?
Yeah, so I listened to like a song for like a week or something, and I play that a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll find a new song. Let's see. Let me grab my phone.
Yeah, go ahead, grab your phone. I'm gonna pull up mine too. I gotta take a look. Just think it'd be cool to see this, look back, see what we've been listening to.
Is that a thing on Spotify? Can you check what you've been listening to?
They have a playlist called just like on repeat
Settings. No.
that you can look at, and it'll show
Recently
you
played. Yeah.
the songs that you have on repeat.
Oh no! It just shows. Wait a sec. It just shows the playlist that I've played.
Oh.
Well, okay. A little while ago, it was 5 More Minutes by Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
Let me see.
Mine right now, it's been one for like a little bit, like a favorite of mine for a little bit, but especially recently I've been listening to it more. It's called Burn 'Em All by Cameron Marlowe. If you guys want to check that song out, it is a country song, but very good, very good.
I found a song called Love Like That by Tiffany Houghton? It's like Houghton.
I don't think I've heard that. Don't play it because it'll be copyrighted. You might have to show me after.
Yeah, it's really catchy. So yeah,
That's the song.
I think it's pretty good. I don't know if that's like the one I've been going to.
Oh, another one I've been doing right now, like it's Burn 'Em All, and then the other one I've been going to, I'm playing pretty much on repeat, is Over and Over 3 Days Grace. It's not necessarily a new song, but also another one. There's been like 3. Okay, I know. These are the 3. Over and Over 3 Days Grace, Just Wanted You to Know by the Hunter Brothers, really good song, and Burn 'Em All by Cameron Marlowe are my 3 for this podcast.
Do I have to come up with 3?
You can come up with 3, you can come up with 1. You don't like
5 More Minutes, Love Like That. I don't know. What's right here?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Stacy's Mom a while ago.
Stacy's Mom. You can't go wrong with Stacy's Mom.
Yeah, I never really listened to it before, but like, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, I listened to it and I was like, this is actually fire.
Stacy's Mom, dude. It's pretty fire in many ways.
So that's pretty good.
Spotify Premium is like the best purchase I've ever made in my life, and ever since I bought it,
it is the best purchase.
I've been paying for Spotify Premium since I bought it like probably like 2.5 years ago is when I bought it, and I've not missed a month.
Bro, I didn't realize that you could be getting half off as a student, as a college student. So I've been paying for the regular price for a long time.
I'm sorry. I was the one that told you about it, right? Or did you find out recently?
I think I found out before the semester.
Yeah, their student discount's insane. Because you also get like...
You get Hulu with it, but I mean...
It's Hulu, but it's a Hulu account, but like you still get ads.
Yeah, you still get ads.
It's kind of dumb. I don't even care. I think the discounted price alone is totally worth the investment.
It's half off.
I listen to music so much.
Yeah, Spotify is a must for everyone.
I don't understand the people who just can't listen. Like, there's people, I don't know personally, but I know there's people in the world that just don't listen to music.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. I need it. Like, I listen to Spotify daily.
Yeah, me too.
Daily. Anyways, we'll end it there. I don't know how this one went. I can't even remember what we started talking about.
Spotify for only $3.99. Sorry, we had to say that.
Yeah, Spotify.
They sponsor us.
They don't. Actually, I don't want to say that and get sued. I don't think anyone's going to sue me because I'm going to have like 5 views on this. But
we sponsored them.
Yeah, we sponsor Spotify. There we go.
Can we get sued for that?
Sponsoring Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, anything else you want to say?
No.
Oh, me neither. See ya.